How are you doing? Sorry, my radio is not working too well, so I literally just saw Aubrey coming in out of the block and presumed there must be something here. Oh, really? Oh, cool. Okay. No, I had no idea. Beautiful, look at this, folks. Look at this. Well, considering that we had no idea what we were coming to see, we have got exceptionally lucky here. I'm not sure who this is. You guys don't mind about relocating? No, not at all. It looks to be like a young male. Looks like maybe quarantine. But I could be wrong, and I'm sure one of you will be able to provide us with an ID shortly. Let me have a closer look at the spot pattern. Oh, here it comes down. Beautiful. So yes, certainly a young male. And I'm guessing it is quarantine, judging from the spot pattern along his whiskers. Apologies, folks, for my lack of comms as we arrived at the sighting, but thankfully when there's a leopard in shot, there's not much I can say that does these animals more justice than themselves. And what is great is that he looks very hungry. It's overcast weather, and we are in the lucky position to be following him. So food is definitely going to be on his mind. Sorry, Brian. And we are about to have a really beautiful view of him here. He's just crept up onto a termite mound. Wow, look at this. Look at this. Beautiful. Brian's going to battle to frame him now because he's just a meter or so in front of the hood of the vehicle. And isn't this great, folks? Get my head out the way as he continues to stalk forward. He's very alert, moving a few meters, checking for any potential prey, and then continuing. Yeah, he's heading north into Juma from Little Main Junction. Again, folks, as I was saying, he stops every few meters to make sure he doesn't blow any potential opportunities to catch prey. He could move miles potentially before coming across potential prey, so he doesn't want to blow any opportunities, and that's why he'll stop every few meters just to assess and make sure not only that there's not potential prey, but that there's not any potential threats. They will certainly have lion and other leopard in mind when patrolling. What a beautiful shot that must be, seeing him walk down the road. We are going to continue to follow him, don't you worry. But we'll take turns with the other vehicle that's in the sighting, so we managed to sneak ahead earlier, and we actually were in the best position as it started to come down the tree there, so we got very lucky. One concern of mine is that this area that he is moving through is very thick, so we've just got to hope that he stays on the road for us. Otherwise things are going to get tricky with regards to staying with him. Questions just come through from Kristen on Twitter. Morning, Kristen, and welcome on board. Kristen's asking whether all leopards have the same or different spot patterns, and just like humans have different fingerprints, leopards all have different spot patterns, so they are all individual in their own way. And you could compare any parts of an individual leopard with another and you'll find differences, but usually one looks at the head and certain spots on the head, especially the ones around the whisker marks, the whisker lines that you see coming out. And hopefully if he does stop and yeah. Cool. Thanks very much. So now it's our turn to scoot ahead. Sorry folks, radio game drive channel's going crazy. There's some very good news. Another animal has been found that will be of interest to all of us, and I'm sure Mark will be heading across there. And that way we can bounce between the two sightings. Copy that, Mark. Good stuff. Let the viewers know that there's potential excitement on the way. Copy. Perfect. So that's great. Mark also received that radio update, and he's not very close to where he needs to go, but he will continue to make his way there. And in the meantime, we'll stay with this beautiful animal and watch him try and secure a meal. If you look at his stomach, you'll notice that there's quite a deep indentation and there's room for lots of food in there. So he's also sniffing around a lot, and that won't necessarily be for prey. It could be the sense of another leopard that's walked down this road, possibly his mother or his brother. Okay. He's certainly very heights, and I keep saying that, but you can see that from his body language. Now, whether it's because potentially another leopard has walked here, I'm not sure, but you can see the way he's sniffing around. He's certainly very interested in the smells he's picking up, not necessarily the sights or sounds at this stage, but that could well change. Beautiful. Thankfully, the direction he's veered off in is a little bit more open, and it'll be easier for us to follow him there than if he had headed right off the road. Ooh, I wonder if he's going to head up this termite mound. There's a beautiful big termite mound here. That will be incredible to see him come up. I'm not sure if he will though. Where to go, where to position ourselves. We'll try here, we might get lucky. Here he comes. You'll start to see his head just poking up over the grass. And that look of intent right there, folks, is absolutely magical.
Guys, he knows what's going on here. He's just being an email.
It really would be wonderful to know how much more he can hear than us. You can see his ears twitching from side to side, and also just the direction of his head, indicating that there are certain noises that he's picking up on. But what they are exactly, we are yet to know. We've got a question that's just come through from Kim in San Diego. Morning, Kim. Welcome on board. Now, Kim is asking how much longer quarantine will be in this area where he grew up before being kicked out by his mother or father. And in all likelihood, it would be his father or another dominant male in this area that forces him out. His mother's done her part in trying to get rid of him and his brother. He does have a brother, this leopard, who's also the same age. Obviously, they were born at the same time, about 2 years ago. And any time from now, we could expect them to start drifting off, but when exactly depends on a lot, probably directly with their father, who may start becoming impatient with them still in his territory. But any time from now, we could expect them to be moving off. Good question though, and thank you for asking that. It may not be too much longer that we do get to view these animals here on Juma, but impossible to tell how long exactly they will be tolerated here. I've shown them before. Corner. I was just greeting one of the trackers, or the tracker on the game viewer next to us, and he said in the local language that we've got a very nice small car that can maneuver through the bushes, and he is certainly right. Where this leopard's going now is going to be a good place for us to follow, but not really for the longer game viewer. Oh, and we have a buffalo carcass here that we are passing by. We won't spend too long here. Ooh, sorry, nearly gave Brian a slap there with a branch. But there are some remains of a buffalo cow here that we will just scan to briefly to give you a quick look, but I don't want to spend too much time not on the hot trail of this leopard, so just for interest's sakes, we'll give you that quick shot. But sadly, we do need to keep on the tail of this leopard, which I will continue with them for as long as we possibly can. I wonder if this tree is going to entice him up. There's a beautiful marula here that he may go up again to get a vantage point, possibly to relax. But worth us just waiting here in case he does. No. Another little termite mound here that he may go up and provide us with another great view, but it's not an easy one. But we can have a good side shot. Have you got a shot there, Brian, or do we need to catch it? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Pretty cool, eh?
Awesome. Try and make some space for this other vehicle. I don't know how we're going to do this. It's tricky when following animals through thick bush to not get in their way, and also to allow the other game viewers to have a decent look at what's going on. But I think I may have spotted a potential little route where we can sneak through, and that will also get ahead of the leopard, which will allow us the best view, and that is from the front. Still have a visual of him. He is still heading parallel to us, and you may get a few glimpses of him from here. folks. I'm just going to reiterate that I don't have my monitor, so it's difficult for me to narrate relative to exactly what Brian is showing you. But what I'm guessing is that you're seeing a very well camouflaged leopard. Cool. Shame the other game viewer is really battling through this thick vegetation. You might be able to hear it arriving after we've been stationary for quite some time. Very intently sniffing about here. Wouldn't it be wonderful to know exactly what it was that he is smelling? But for now, we can just enjoy this interesting leopard behavior. And these animals are typically so shy and elusive for us to be able to view them at this proximity, going on with their daily business unaltered, is a huge privilege and something that I thoroughly enjoy. It's taken close on 50 years to get all of the leopards in the Sabi Sands to this level of habituation, and we are now thoroughly enjoying the rewards of these relaxed leopards. Back now, it looks like, in the direction he's just come from. Again, sniffing very intently. We may see him grimace and curl up his front lip, and this does allow animals like leopard and lion to pick up their scent that they're smelling better. There's a scent processing organ called the Jacobson's organ in the upper lip, and they often flare that open, or open up their top lip when processing the scent, especially of other leopard. What has he seen here? He is very excited about something. So, I'm looking ahead but cannot see anything. But that little change in body language did tell a story. And maybe there is something up ahead that he intends on hunting. Okay, good. Well, not coming out into a little bit of a clearing, it appears. I don't know where exactly I am. No, I do, I think. Well, we're on a road. And that's a good sign, but which road exactly? I can't tell at this stage.